They weren't supposed to save it. The secret race to recover Starship from the Indian Ocean somewhere in the middle of the Indian Ocean, a 170-foot spacecraft is floating on the surface of the water. It wasn't supposed to be there. It wasn't even supposed to survive. And now, satellites in orbit are watching 3 ships race toward it. What they're doing next could change the future of Mars. Somewhere in the middle of the Indian Ocean, one of the largest spacecraft ever built is floating in the open water. It's called Ship 40, and technically, it wasn't supposed to be here at all. On July 24th, SpaceX launched its 13th fully integrated Starship test flight, the massive rocket system made of 2 parts. The Super Heavy booster that fires it off the pad, and the upper spacecraft, simply called the Ship. This time, something different happened. Ship 40 kept all 6 of its engines working. It held control through the most violent part of the trip, re-entering Earth's atmosphere, where temperatures are hot enough to melt steel. It survived, fully intact, floating in the Indian Ocean. SpaceX didn't expect to recover it, but that's exactly what makes what happened next so extraordinary. Because within days, satellite imagery from Vantor, a geospatial intelligence company, began capturing something remarkable from orbit. Ships closing in on the wreckage. 3 of them. Skim-a-tide, Normand Ranger, Go Australis. Imagine trying to find a single fallen tree in the middle of an ocean the size of a continent, then sending boats out to physically drag it home. That's essentially what's happening right now, 400 miles from land. But that wasn't the strangest part. Satellite images taken just this week show a small boat pulled up alongside Starship with a line attached directly to its nose. Ship tracking data confirms Skim-a-tide and Normand Ranger crawling forward at barely 1 knot, both broadcasting that they have restricted maneuverability. In other words, they're not going anywhere fast, they're working. Then something unexpected appeared in the images. Go Australis broke away from the other 2 ships entirely, heading back toward Australia alone, leaving the actual towing operation to just 2 vessels at a spacecraft the length of a football field. So why does any of this matter? Because SpaceX isn't just chasing debris, it's chasing data. Every scorch mark, every stress fracture, every tile that survived re-entry is a clue. Imagine dropping a jetliner into the ocean and then trying to read, piece by piece, exactly what happened to it during the most dangerous seconds of its flight. That's what engineers are about to do with Ship 40. This is the same reason SpaceX delayed the original launch, waiting for perfectly clear weather, just to capture crystal sharp footage of exactly how the vehicle behaved on its way up. Nothing here is wasted. Not the flight, not the failure points, not even the wreckage. Sometimes the biggest discoveries don't happen in space. They happen after the spacecraft comes back. Because reusability is the entire bet SpaceX is making on the future. If Starship can be recovered, inspected and flown again, the cost of reaching orbit and eventually Mars could collapse. But recovery is only step 1. Even after SpaceX masters bringing both the booster and the ship home, there's still one of the hardest problems left unsolved. Refueling a spacecraft while it's sitting in orbit, hundreds of miles above Earth. And there's an even bigger reason to care. SpaceX isn't just building Starship for Mars. A modified lunar version of this same vehicle is the one NASA is counting on to land astronauts back on the Moon, which means every piece of data pulled from this ocean wreck could shape the next chapter of human space exploration long before anyone sets foot on another world. Failure isn't the opposite of progress. For SpaceX, it's how progress is built. The ocean became the final laboratory. Today, the world saw debris floating in the Indian Ocean. Tomorrow, those same pieces could become the blueprint for humanity's journey to Mars. Because every great leap into space begins with understanding what went wrong. What do you think SpaceX will discover inside the recovered Starship? Let us know in the comments.